Hey everybody, how you doing today? So it is Sunday, and that means it is time that I look myself in the mirror, this virtual camera, and let you know how we did on our goals. And as you'll see in a minute, another rough week. Probably not as bad as last week, but a rough week. Um, really, when I look at my goals, it's kind of broken down into a couple of sections. There's the one sort of individual health goal that I needed to get under control. We did some pretty heavy lifting on that the last 15 or 16 weeks. So feeling pretty good about that. Then there's kind of the selfish kind of our portfolio, right? How are we growing it as we move forward, given our knowledge of our market and access to capital? But probably most importantly is how we're positively impacting, in this case, you, the viewer. A lot of things that you have seen in these goals are really about measuring, frankly, my positive impact. And, a lot of them are going pretty well. As you'll see in a minute, one of them took a big hit this week. I am pleasantly surprised about all the folks joining up for my online course. It is the best thing I've created. It tells you how to learn your market. I think this is the best time to do it because your real estate market is changing, and you need to look at it every day to get a handle on it. This is the time to learn that skill. Plus, most of us are being asked to stay home, so it's kind of just the right time. So I am pleased to see the continued week in and week out growth in that. I've added more to the course, meaning now you can join the Facebook group. But most importantly, I've done a live stream either Friday or Saturday the last 3 weeks, and really like seeing all the students ask questions. I only do this for my students. It's a way for me just to communicate with the subset of folks doing the work that I've asked them to do. As you'll see, I'm impacting thousands of people across multiple platforms every week. But when we can have a small conversation about what you're thinking about, I'm finding that to be a blast, and I'm glad we're doing that. So in the end, let me share with you just the black and white understanding of how this week's goals went. So first off, again, starting with, the health goals, not running as much as I were. We're under pretty strict stay at home, social distancing things here in the Bay Area. We are doing our part. The first 3 weeks of this 13-week cycle, I was doing a 4-mile run out and back. We've gotten new guidelines that they want you to stay within, kind of a short distance of your house. So I'm sure I could do that 4-mile run again, but, I don't want to be part of the problem. So I'm doing a loop around my house, and it is ridiculously boring. It's so boring. I go out with the intention of running 5, 6, 7 loops, and by loop 3, I'm like, nope, I'm done. I'm going home. So I need to figure something else out. The first 3 weeks, it was all running. These last couple of weeks, I'm doing days with weights and barbells and kettlebells and things of that nature. So I am getting my workout in every day, at least 6 days a week, but I'm not doing the miles that I had originally planned. So missed that. Fasting, this whole stay-at-home thing, I am finding myself snacking more often, which is really cutting into that. And, I'm still getting my workouts in every week, but I'm not as active outside of that window, right? We historically would always go out. We'd walk malls or other areas, and, we're literally staying inside. And I have found that with a diet that is not as clean as it was, that I've gained 2 pounds the last 2 weeks. And, I need to figure something else out. So that's, whether that's doing 2 workouts a day or some, I don't know. I got to figure something else out because this stay-at-home stuff's for the birds. And, but we have to do it. I have to lead by example. So be it. Social media front, we had, again, a 3rd week of declines in YouTube views. We did put out one video here about Ben Mala, Grant Cardone, Meet Kevin that got really high traction. But we had, our 3rd week in a row, and actually the worst week of this period. Still above our 6,000 goal, so happy about that. But it was a disappointing week. Podcast listens ticked up ever so slightly by 101, but was happy to see that. We are above the 5,000 level again for the 4th week in a row. So very pleased with that. New YouTube subscribers. This one has been very weak. It does look like a 4-person increase this week, but it was really on the back of one day yesterday. We had 21 people subscribe yesterday. So big, if we didn't have yesterday, this would have been a horrible number. And then Instagram, we only had 10 new followers on Instagram. So again, something I need to think about as that is not growing anywhere near what I was hoping for. On the business front, the hub, nothing going on. Something I did for everyone at the hub, it is an office building that I own. I canceled rent for April. This is an office building. Fresno is under stay-at-home orders, and I didn't want any of my people leasing space to feel like they owed money for a month they wouldn't use it. So I just canceled it. There's a very good chance that I will also cancel May because, again, I think that is the right thing to do. So, again, no activity last month. Likely we have not done any mailers or hangers or anything of that nature, so not spending any money on marketing. We will likely be ramping some stuff up here in a couple of weeks. But I want to make sure the messaging is right and always stays thoughtful and helpful. We did sell one flip last week and close. Was a spectacular deal for actually a subscriber and a course member. They got a tremendous deal, and we have one more set up to close next week, probably on Tuesday, maybe Wednesday. They're signing on Monday. Again, a course member and so very pleased with that. And we have 2 more that could go into escrow, next week or at least the week after. So we will certainly get to our 7 sales for the quarter. Not sure about our purchases. We do have one in escrow that's been limping along. I'm not sure if it's going to close or not. But if it doesn't close, it will be because the seller changed their mind, not us. As for spending, pretty easy not to spend when we're not going out. No unique experiences. Again, need to do something there. Need to find some way to make a memory or something. And then as far as the one rental at a time umbrella, here's where we've seen some hit and misses. Again, we keep cranking out 2 hours of content. Frankly, many days I do at least an hour. So original content is still happening. Book sales fell off a cliff. Amazon book sales, right? We were pretty routinely doing 50 plus a week, but last week was 11. I think that's the worst week ever. I think what has happened is Amazon has really tabled book sales. They are certainly not essential. I totally get it. They are recommending Kindle and Audible, which is awesome. I'm glad we have it available on Audible. But yeah, book sales are probably going to be pretty bad, I think, going forward, as it's just not 2-day shipping and things. There's other more important things. And while I think our book is awesome, I think it is a great time to read it. I am under no misguided things to think that this is more important than food or health or anything of that nature. So good for Amazon. I think that's what happened. I think it's the right move as well. Not that Amazon asked for my opinion. As far as book reviews, again, we didn't get to 5. We're not doing very well here. We have sold 5, 6, 7,000 copies of this book now. I would really hope that the book meant something to you, and if it did, can you just do me a favor, make me feel a little bit better? I want to feel that there's been an impact from this book, whether it's on Amazon or Audible. I'd appreciate all the 5-star reviews I can. I do lots of this stuff for free and every day, and help me out, make me feel better. I'm not feeling very good right now, so leave a 5-star review. That would be great. Audible had a good week. Where paperback was down, Audible sales were up. I think that's 42 book sales in a week. That was a decent number, better than last week for sure. But again, I think that's the right decision again by Amazon. Audible book reviews, we had 3, which is certainly better than last week's 1. But if you are reading the book on Audible, I need a favor. Can you do me a favor and leave a review? I'd love to get over at least 50 here soon, so it could be more meaningful. I believe all these reviews mean something. A 5-star review would be wonderful, would be greatly appreciated. The good news is, of course, is people are taking this time seriously. If you need to come out of this environment with a new skill, and frankly, I teach you a skill that could change your financial future for the rest of your life. Learning your market, comparing deals, building confidence, building focus. That's all my course is. There's nothing magical. There's no hard sell. There's no upsell. Learn your market, write some deals. Your market's changing right in front of you. So there is no better time. The course is ridiculously cheap, in my opinion, at only $199. And if you're serious about changing your future, you just got to buy the course and get to work. If you want to hear what others are saying, there's some student reviews on this YouTube channel. But yeah, the course is doing quite well. And if you're going to get in the course, join the private Facebook group so you can ask me questions, share your homework. But most importantly, we can talk. Once a week, I am going to do a live stream with my students of my paid course. And that is growing every week. We've just now completed 3 weeks, and we will keep it rolling. So going from there, no t-shirt sales, don't really market it. I'm not sure if I'll keep those going. I like them, cash rich, asset poor, passive income generator. I like all of them. I wear them when I work out. So I do like them. We'll see. And then donation. Pretty convinced I'm going to be donating to the Fresno food bank. Just something that's important to me. Food, having people stress about food is not good. We'll also likely be donating, if we get a check, the $1,200 check, I will be donating my portion as well. Because again, if you can, you should give back, give to others. Others are struggling, so we will do that. So that's the week. Again, kind of a mixed week. I got my personal things I need to work on. When I created this 13-week goals, we could still go outside freely. That's now changed. I need to figure that out because running my loop just isn't going to happen. I'm not going to get the miles in to do it. It's just so boring. So I got to figure something else out. Book sales are down. Very disappointed. 11. I think it's for the right reasons. Course sales, that's the thing. Frankly, I think that needs to grow, right? We have a unique time frame, 60 days. Market's changing. You're at home. You have time. The course is cheap at under $200. Change your financial future. Now's the time. So that's what I'm thinking. I hope you enjoyed this. Have a wonderful day, and I'm going to go work out. Bye.